Let's get ready to start this game. Geelong and Carlton from Optus Oval. And they both missed the ruckman.
Bursts through off half-back, kick towards half-forward. Before the football, Koutafidis runs to 50. Anthony Koutafidis has kicked a goal.
20th of the second prior opportunity, boys.
Good spoil, so it's still alive. Him will kick the goal. He will. And they're in front, the Blues. It opens up for Francina.
Great vision.
Clever kick. And Koutafidis lines up.
That's just brilliant football. That was like a training drill coming in their back line for Carlton. Then the kick from Francina here looked like he was going to go forward into the goal square. Changed his mind in mid-flight. That is absolutely class by Francina then.
So the Blues a little inaccurate in front of goal in this opening term. 2-3 to 2-2. The margin 1 point at the moment as Koutafidis comes in and blasts away for his second goal. That extends Carlton's lead.
Would he?
I don't reckon he'd turn up to the tribunal, would he? He'd say, go and get stuffed. Rally, kick inside. Houlihan's taking the mark.
It just seemed then that Foster didn't pay Houlihan enough respect in the air, Doug.
Played off him a little bit then. He just tried to use his own judgment there. You're right, the game about 15 metres there, Hutto, and Houlihan, very much like Lappin, a goal kicker in their forward line. He's kicked 26 goals, 12 this year for the Carlton side.
Foster's an interesting one for Geelong, whether he ends up being a tall or not. In essence, being a key position backman. At the moment, he's used as a halfback. Just caught in that size where it can be a bit tricky for him. Yeah.
Got a few like that, haven't they, really? Like Scarlett, I think, is probably more of a half-back flanker if you had a couple more tall back players.
So Houlihan, who's had a tremendous season, as Doug mentioned, with 29 goals, make that 30. Kay takes them on, open goal square, Whitnell in the box seat. Too good. Read it well.
Great kick.
Now, boys, the class of Koutafidis is really shining out. As we've seen, the conditions here are pretty bad. It's very slippery, and he's just playing football like it's a dry day. It's
yeah, you're
fantastic
right,
to watch.
Yeah, he's been terrific, hasn't he? You're right, Ozzy. I just think that if Ben Graham's got the job just the whole day, you've got to stay with him. You can't give him any space at the moment. It looks like maybe Milburn just came on the ground now. Could be his opponent, the Koutafidis.
Played on Miller in the season from memory at the MCG.
Okay.
On Mother's Day. Whitnell. Lovely kick. Lance has kicked his first, the big red.
With the Blues, too easy as it's turned out. And Whitnell will kick the goal. Turnover in the middle really cost them. It's just in danger here of the wheels just wobbling and possibly falling off. There's a free kick's been picked out. And it's Carlton's way for a push down the after he kicked it, is it? Down
yeah, against Clark. I think he pushed Koutafidis after the handball. Hutto there across to Bradley.
And it's gone to Prendergast. It's looking like this could be a big blowout, isn't it? Then again, it might be a good fighting contest. The Cats might be able to work their way back into the game. Prendergast comes in. It's pretty good. Swings back. It's through for a goal. Blues out. Lappin's pushing forward. He's kicked it for him. He's turned around and he's got it.
One thing they do so well, Hawk, is their forwards get their defenders ahead of the football and they almost lead backwards rather than forwards.
Yeah, you're right, Hutchin. Just watching here, McKay there, I thought he was going to go wide to a 15-metre option, but decided to kick the ball 50 metres long inside 50 for Carlton. That's a difference where Geelong will chip it around and overuse a footy. In these conditions, you just can't do that.
So Matthew Lappin, as we said, had an outstanding season. And so far today, 7 kicks, 4 marks, and 1 goal straight.
Well,
kick towards the centre of the ground was good. Marked by Hickmott. Plunkett. Kick inside 50. Prendergast. Oh, might be a free kick. It is. And don't tell me he's hurt himself here as well. Just a bit sore. He did so well to make even a contest here. He himself in position to get the free.
like the Geelong player just took his eyes from the ball right at the last minute again.
They say on some of those great tapes of yesteryear, they're going down like 9 pins.
Yeah. The kick was against Ben Graham, but I don't think it was against Scarlett. I don't think Scarlett made contact.
It's for holding on against Graham.
So Prendergast, who
plays a bit of passion, this young fella. How's it go?
has had a good day. Kick 1 goal, hit the post on another occasion. The Blues supporters like this one, so does Prendergast. He's kicked his second, the young man.
On that occasion, it opens up a bit. Oh, and poor old Scarlett fell over, and Whitnell doesn't miss. He does not miss, Lance Whitnell, in that situation. Such a smart player.
Just lost his... There's Scott Freeborn, just kicks the ball nice, kicked the ball beautifully in the right spot. Matthew Scarlett, as you said there, I just lost his foot in there and went to the ground. If you do that against a player like the calibre of Lance Whitnell, he'll go back now and kick for his 3rd goal.
So he's going to have a big role to play in the finals if Carlton are to go anywhere of significance. Lance Whitnell comes in and kicks for his 3rd goal of the afternoon. No worries about that.
The kick out. Mark wasn't 10 in the end. Harley to King, and that's a turnover. And Favola, who's taken his first mark with a little bit earlier. That's his 2nd now. Had just the 4 kicks. He's a pretty good kick for goal, but it generally has tested these conditions, tested everyone from beyond about 40 today, Doug Hawkins.
Yeah, it certainly has, and you just think at this stage of the game, well, he's not a bad kick, Brendan Favola.
Runs close to 50, gives it a good roost. That is a tremendous kick of a wet football.
Koutafidis, commanding performance from Kouta. Off the ground, under pressure, Sanderson. Favola goes again.
Oh, he hasn't.
Oh, magnificent kick. Brendan Favola.
To lap it, he's 55 out of the left. Numbers on for the Blues. Take your pick. Bradley should have let it go for Houlihan. Howard takes it. Favola again, is it? Don't tell me he's going to kick 3 in 3 minutes. Well, he probably thought that himself. And
he's
free kick, too excited, but a free kick.
Favola's going to get a free.
He had a dirty day, Brendan Favola. His confidence has just come good out of nowhere after that 55-metre goal. That was a bad decision.
Pretty soft against Corey Enright. He did make slight contact, but Chris Mitchell, been a great umpire, Chris Mitchell.
One of 7 300-game umpires, I think, Hawk.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, Chris Mitchell. And a good bloke too, by the way.
Takes a champion
300
to be involved in 300 games of league footy.
No doubt about that.
Favola, 25 out directly in front. He's kicked 3 in the final turn, Brendan Favola. And look at the look of irony on his face.
All the Carlton players going to put a hocking. Geelong's season is over, and it ended in the worst possible fashion. 13-19 to 3-9. They might be a few short when they start next season as well. Reports including Kilpatrick, Mensch and Milburn.
2 security guards still with Milburn the whole way through there. They're almost going to try and keep from the Carlton players here as well. They have some handshaking going on, and tempers have cooled on ground at least. And Gary Hocking's being overlooked in all this. And that's a sad thing in itself. So Gary Hocking walks off for the last time.
The Australian Football League and its premier partner, Carlton and United Breweries, welcome you to the MCG and the first elimination final between Carlton and Adelaide. Would you please be upstanding for the national anthem?
starting in the square on Cooter.
It's what he did last time in Adelaide and then went to him. Start of the match, crowds build up, probably around 50,000. Big roar.
Hume on McLeod.
Blues to the right, Crows to the left of screen. Biglands versus Allen. Allen got the first of that. With him, Camporelli. Bickley beat him to the race, but didn't take the footy. Camporelli to Plunkett. Plunkett short, looks good. Favola got it. Well, Camporelli's ability to win the ball was very important there.
I think also was Jimmy Plunkett. The great strength of Plunkett is to lock down on his opponent, but if Carlton win the footy, he can just burst away. And whilst Camporelli poked it up, he had the runner in Plunkett, who was good enough to poke it out, and Ben Hart just needed to do a bit more defensively there. He was trying to market himself.
Well, he's a big talent, this man. Often kicks his goals late in matches. He likes it as a goal. But physically, Bickley can't quite cope with Cooter.
Well, Cooter-Feedy is the man for Carlton. Camporelli back in the side's got a big load trying to replace Ratton. Good pick. Finds Whitnell. Blues were looking for 50.
I reckon they'll have more than one player go with Cooter today, Kevin. But the Bickley matchup, what's your thoughts?
Look, he's been terrific playing as a half-back flanker this year. He just can't go with Cooter-Feedy's. They'll kick the ball long to Cooter. He just cruises around the ground. He's got that great physical strength. And then, of course, if he goes forward and stands in the goal square, that'll be a problem as well.
Yep.
Whitnell's booted 34 goals for the season. Straight in front, right on 50. Leans back, right to the line. Kicks a goal.
It's at centre wing. Looks up. Good kick. Gets to the pocket. Lappin. Good mark. Edwards just playing off him there. He had to be closer. Edwards chancing his arm, and Lappin able to take a really uncontested mark in the end. Edwards coming in late. Thought this was a hard matchup for the Crows because Stenglein did such a good job on Lappin last time. Ankle injury not being able to come up.
Well, there's no such thing as a good thing shooting for goal today from this far out. The wind is going to be such a fickle friend. They're all hit and miss jobs.
He struck it well, Lappin. He struck it really well. He's kicked the goal.
Well, the gas. It's already covered a bit of territory. The run comes from Fletcher, who's been handy in this first quarter. Centering kick. Whitnell looks dangerous. Big frame in front, couldn't take it. Danger. Lappin has pounced on it and kicks a goal. He's got two. Hickmott was in front. Good strength. Plunkett. Camporelli around the corner, got it. Just a few seconds left, and Houlihan will be shooting from 35 metres out. No angle to speak of as the siren sounds. So it's a big kick for this young man. There's some talk during the week that his father suggested he won't be at Carlton next year. Don't know why. Houlihan. Big kick for the Blues. A lead by 16 points. This to extend it to 22. Leans back, straight through the centre.
Well, we've finished off this quarter quite brilliantly, haven't they? Gary Ayres will be spitting chips here. He'd be really seething. Adelaide have just wasted their chances in front of goal, and Carlton with Camporelli doing so well with 8 possessions and Cooter-Feedy's with 11. Hurd had 10 in the opening quarter last night. In 5 minutes of footy, Hume in and under. He might be paying for this. Back to Plunkett. Plunkett's had so much of the footy. The kick to Favola, out of play. It's Plunkett, terrific opening turn, wasn't it, by him? 7 kicks and 3 handballs to Plunkett. Camporelli 7 and 1. Cooter-Feedy 6 and 5. They're getting so much out of their midfield.
Gallagher on Nichols. Marsh now doing the ruck. Where here's a chance. Lappin, goal number 3.
the Blues on top, Rashudo. Adelaide still getting it out of the centre, but their half-forward line breaking down badly here. The ball eludes everybody except for Koutafidis to McKay. Carlton are going in for an early kill here, I think, to Plunkett. Plunkett's just destroying them here, as he did against Port Adelaide earlier in the year, and finds Allen. Well, it's unravelling here for the Crows. I know it's early, but you just feel as if it's coming apart. They're not matching up. Ben Marsh, I'm not sure where he was there, but Allen was all on his own.
You've got to admire someone like this man on screen there, Jimmy Plunkett. He's come across from the Bulldogs, hardly played a game for the Western Bulldogs. He was a rookie player. He's been picked up, brought onto the senior list, and here he is playing in the final and killing them.
He's had a couple of huge games this year against Port Adelaide and one less pressurised against Fremantle. Brett Ratton worked a lot with him this year. Allen from 45 metres. It's a good kick. They just can't miss, can they? They cannot miss.
Bradley, the oldest man playing AFL football. Time for think music. Sets it up, drills it. Finds Hickmott. I think he might have been looking for Prendergast. The ball did hold up in the breeze. And Adrian Hickmott, who is such a good player, he can kick a goal. He's big and strong, hard at the ball. Will be lining up directly in front, 35 metres out. Kicked it behind in the first quarter. This to put the Blues 40 points up. Hickmott hammers it home.
You might as well just give it back to one of the forwards of the opposition.
Gee, Ben Marsh has just made a very big error. He's dropped the simplest mark you reckon you've ever seen on a football field. Favola's got it. Hickmott goes back and gets it. Hurlehan's on his own in the goal square.
And Marsh has got his hands on his knees, his head is bowed, because that was just a complete lack of concentration. Couldn't believe that he could drop such a simple mark.
That is just not on, is it?
He had it spent, all right.
Well, Biglands and Marsh have been a non-factor for the Crows. You asked the question about Matthew Clark before the game. Gary Ayres said it was a really tough call. And the ruckmen have been non-existent so far for Adelaide in this match. Hickmott, good finisher, 45 metres out. He's kicked it well. I'm not sure if he squeezed it home. He likes it as a goal. Plunkett, wonderfully done to Hurlehan. Brilliant kick to Lappin. That is superb. Absolutely superb footy. The Blues are playing inspired football here.
It was great play by Plunkett. He had two to beat. He went to ground. Somehow he was still able to control the ball, give the Blues a chance here.
Well, where they were strong, Adelaide, those stop ball scenarios early in the match, they're now getting really well beaten. And Jimmy Plunkett, he's having a good weekend.
So is Matthew Lappin. He's kicked 3 goals in this match so far. He's kicked 47 goals for the season, closing in on 50. He's got it. Well, Adelaide's
great hands out in front.
It's a bad sign, that, Kevin. That was just too easy. Hurlehan by himself, and Whitnell just shrugged off his opponent.
47 to 24 marks in Carlton's favour. Loose player Bradley. So loose checking. Well, he's had it a few times, Craig Bradley. This is possession number 20 coming up. He's taken 4 marks as well.
Have you ever seen a more disorganised team as Adelaide is right now?
No, they're a bit of a rabble at the moment. They're just completely off balance. Bradley, 45-degree angle.
Midfield tackles, stats just hitting our table here. Carlton 24, Adelaide 13.
25 metres out. Bradley just closes in and kicks a goal.
Terrific mark, because Bickley made an attack on him and Plunkett stood up. Hickmott on his own. McLeod. Hickmott almost held it. McLeod came in late. Edwards on hands and knees. He's lifted in this quarter.
McLeod's hurt himself too, McLeod, in that contest.
Koutafidis, Smart did well. Bottom of the pack. Hickmott got a high tackle. Should have got a free kick. Prendergast handball to Plunkett. Plunkett to Hume. Hume goes for goal and kicks it.
Christo came on to the field late in that third term. The big roar goes around the ground every time he puts boot the ball. Whitnell tried to take a one-hander. Hickmott with strength finds Lappin. The danger man sets it up. Bradley, Lappin runs in the open goal. Goal number 5 coming up. He's got it.
Christo's got it. The Blues are really going in for a big kill here.
There's Prendergast, speaking of the devil. Plunkett, 48 metres out. Jimmy Plunkett kicks the goal. Jimmy
Bounces on his left foot, caresses it to Whitnell. Whitnell searches for a handball, finds Bradley. Bradley calls his man off. Steady, steady, go for it, kick it. How good is that? Don't you love it? Freeborn to McKay to full forward. Bassett couldn't hold it. Whitnell is clever. He's a clever player. He kicks a goal. Here they come.
Whitnell pounced on it. Freeborn sets it up. Plunkett deserves another goal. 35 metres out and closes, and Jimmy Plunkett nails it. He's got 2. Goals have come in this final quarter. His stats are impressive. 22 kicks, 12 handballs, 7 marks, 7 tackles, 2 goals, 1.
I think even Braddle's a bit bemused by it all. He was supposed to have had a real good game, get to the 12 or 14 possessions, keep his man down. I'm not sure it was written into the script that he is by far, with Cooter, B.O.G. Throw Lappin in for the journey.
Another day. But Carlton, 17-16, 118. Kicked after the siren by Vardy, wastes no time. He's kicked it behind, so it's 6-14-50. They have lost by 68 points. That man on screen, Matthew Lappin, booted 5 goals. Darren Jarman booted 2, maybe his last game of AFL football.
Yeah, we may get an indication here in the next couple of minutes as to whether it is or not. But the story of the day was Anthony Cooter 30s, Matthew Lappin, and the young man that came from nowhere to replace Brett Ratton in the middle of the ground.
We've got, sorry, Jude, Cooter's with Richard Osborne.
Cooter, a massive win. You'd be wrapped with that.
Yeah, huge win. I mean, during the season we lost to them twice, and they thrashed us last time over there. So it's a big game for us, like they all are now, I guess, in the finals. But terrific win.
Yourself missing the finals after you with that knee. You'd be delighted with your own performance. You look like you're enjoying your footy out there today.
Yeah, I am. I guess sometimes you learn to forget how difficult it is to get in the finals. And last year the boys got there, and I missed out. So this year I was looking forward to. We made it, and we got 1 win up.
The old mate Ange Christo back in the side. He's shown a bit of touch in that last quarter. Good to see.
He was great in the last quarter, taking marks, spoiling and kicking the ball the way he usually kicks it. He was great for us when he came on. It's good to see him out here again.
And how about Jimmy Plunkett? What a fantastic story.
Unbelievable, Jimmy. You know, he came from the Bulldogs, had a great year in the twos. They showed a lot of faith in him, playing him in the seniors, and you know, he hasn't let him down. He's been fantastic. Today he had so much of it. He's been playing really well.
Well, thanks, Cooter. Terrific stuff. Enjoy.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Richard, with Anthony Koutafidis. Some goodwill between the two teams. Stephen Silvani's 25th final today. No current players played more. Kemp was on 25. For Darren Jarman, well, 3 premierships, but a bittersweet day for him. There must be so much going through his mind.
No, he didn't have to get down there. It was all one-way traffic, out of the middle and into the Carlton forward line.
Porter and Allen worked. Allen, I thought, was very good in the end, and Porter did his bit. He'll be better next week, obviously. They'll go with their 2 big men through the finals now. They'll be committed to that.
And Prendergast is the young boy who's really come on, hasn't he? Today he came onto the field and just absolutely got his hands on the ball.
Interesting, the Bombers didn't sing the song last night. They're not going to sing it until after the grand final, if they get there. But for the Blues, they're going to give it some gusto now.
Keep our heads up, and then we'll know that
Thanks, KB. Good call, mate, and we'll catch you through the finals.
Thanks, Bruce.